I'm sitting here on my back porch, and you can see there's a golf course in the background. I'll just let you know a little bit of my life, and we've lived here 15 years. And today, I'm going to talk about the subject of confidence, and I'm going to talk about some things that happened in my life that built me and helped me build confidence. I'm going to talk about some times that I was not so confident, and then I'm going to tell you how important it is for you to gain confidence in your personal ability to succeed in life and exceed in business. It's going to come out of your mouth. We're going to hear you talking. We're going to hear your friends are going to hear you talking. And if you're a person that lacks confidence, you're going to be saying things like, oh, I have no idea how this is going to work out. I hope it works out. There's no way this is going to work out, but maybe we'll be lucky enough. Boy, don't sow those things. It's not smart. But you're going to say, hey, I believe with God's help that this will be a short-term setback and we'll come through this in a better way. Now, a little bit about my background and my life here is that I probably gained some confidence even back years ago, because when I was in college, I actually did a crazy thing. We went to college in the suburb of Denver, Colorado, and I hitchhiked with my buddy from Denver, Colorado to Los Angeles, California over a spring break. That's about 6 days with less than $40 in our pocket. Why would I do that? I'm looking back. It was a gutsy idea, and I can tell you the whole story, or I'll tell you part of the story. I won't tell you everything. I gained some confidence in travel with that. Later on, in the point of life, in a period, my wife and my daughter, my grown daughter at the time, my wife and I drove a van, all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma, the entire length of Mexico, through Mexico into Guatemala, to the Guatemala City, capital of Guatemala City, and we drove back. That took some confidence. People wonder why and how I get flights all around the world and go to all kinds of countries in the world. I have confidence in doing this because I have done it some. It's easy to buy a ticket. Just go online, search cheap tickets, put in the airport, find when you want to go, and hit purchase. That's the easy part. But if you're not confident of leaving the United States, it's not going to be helpful, because that's just the technical process of buying a ticket. Now, in business, you're going to have wonderful opportunities to either show your confidence or show your lack of confidence. So it's imperative that you learn and have confidence. First of all, the banks, anybody lending money to you is going to pick up on your level of confidence real quick, just by your emotions, your actions, the way you handle yourself. An example of confidence: one time we were on a trip to China, and we were asked to interview, as a mock interview, young 15, 16-year-old students, because they were eventually learning English and would want to get a job with a English-speaking company. And so we did these interviews, and we looked at things and tried to guide them. First, we'd say, look me right in the eye. Don't hesitate to look me in the eye. And then when you have a handshake, reach out your hand and shake my hand. Shake it with confidence. This is the American style. I'm reading you by every motion and by everything you do. When I'm interviewing, and we did a mock interview and asked some questions, speak as loud as you can. Speak clear. Show confidence. Don't look down at your paper. Don't fiddle with a pen. Be confident. Those are so many critical things. In the business world, I had occasion where we had economic downturns for many things. In the moving and storage business, where I had a trucking company, I had to have confidence to collect from some customers that were not going to pay me unless I put some pressure on them. I had situations where I had to stop the moving process and ask the driver, the worker that worked for me, to shut the door, and I had the confidence to collect full payment prior to completing the job, so that I knew I would get paid. In the manufacturing business, I had to show confidence when the economy dropped. It dropped tremendously in the year 2009. and I had to lay off some 41 employees. We went from 65 employees to 24, and I had to show confidence with my key employees so that they would then carry that same confidence. I brought them into the room, and we all talked about it, and I just asked everyone if they're willing to do anything and everything necessary to get through this economic slump. I explained it to them that we'll come back. Everybody agreed, and it was fine. And then I proceeded to tell them that I thought this is one of the better things that could happen to us, this economic downturn, because it's going to force us to be more careful with our spending, more efficient with what we're doing. It allowed us to kind of clean house with some workers that were lower tier workers that were not perfect fit for us. And when we hired back then, when it turned around, we were able to hire better quality employees. We didn't rehire most of those people. We laid off 41 people and hired back very, very few. There's all kinds of things that are happening on a regular basis that says that, am I confident to present a new product to a customer? My current customers can read my confidence. They're drawn to me being the salesperson and the owner of the company, and I can convey confidence to them, not overstep my bounds, not say I can do something that I can't do, but I'm confident. Now, don't think that I'm talking about proud or arrogant or disrespectful in that arena. That's not what I'm talking about. I just have a self-confidence. So for you to be successful, I suggest this is one of the most critical things you can work on, your personal habits and characteristics, and it's one of those things that if I was judging, it would be on the very top of the list someplace that says a person that has confidence in themselves to follow through under difficult situations and not recognize and fall back on that confidence. That's the person that's going to succeed. I hope you do that. Hope you can share these videos if you would. We'd appreciate it, and we thank you for being a part of this.